Louis Catford. I'm joined by Joe Edwards here at the Express and Star. Joe, Wolves are making waves and they've got people, managers and players up for awards.
This is just, a few days ago it was international call-ups galore.
Yeah.
You had Johnny, Doherty, Jimenez, Costa. Vinagra's got his first under-21s Portugal call-up. Call-ups coming out their ears, Wolves.
Yeah.
And now it's nominations left, right and centre. So we've got Nuno, he's up for Premier League Manager of the Month.
Yeah.
Richly deserved, of course, an unbeaten month for Wolves. 3 victories, 1 draw. And perhaps the draw was the most eye-catching result, is that 1-1 draw at Old Trafford against Manchester United. And because of those results and Wolves' defensive capabilities as well as, some decent attacking displays, Willy Bolly is up for the Player of the Month award, and again, richly deserved. I mean, this is a chap really that I don't know about you and other Wolves fans at the moment, what they'll think, but to me, it kind of looks like he's going at 80%.
Yeah.
He just seems to be coasting, to be honest. Particularly that Southampton game, he broke into a sprint about 2 or 3 times, but he just seems to be coasting along. This lad, if he carries on the way he is, he really has the capabilities. And I know he's 27, so I suppose there's a bit of a less of a window as some other defenders in the league. But I honestly think this lad is top class. He's got everything you need. He's got pace. I mean, not bundles of it. He doesn't really have to show it a hell of a lot. And when he does shift and when he does decide to really flat out sprint, he can really shift across the ground. And he's strong, he's very good with the ball at his feet. And especially in that Southampton game, as I say, he just looked ever so at ease. And he really deserves to be in line for that award. I don't think he'll win it.
There's a lot of big names he's up
against. There's a lot of big names, and there's a bit of in my eyes, a bit of a controversial voting system. So with Premier League awards this time around, fans vote. So the neutral, especially, is going to plump for a Hazard over a Bolly, really.
Yeah.
You think they're going to be plumping for a Hazard or a Sterling, or as opposed to a defender at a side that's done very well. But everybody sees Hazard's goals and his assists, and he's the. Of course, he deserves to be there, but he's the easy choice to make for a fan, and especially when you've got obviously Wolves have got a massive fan base. But Chelsea's is on another level, and Man City's is on another level. These are worldwide clubs. Wolves are getting there, and that's the aim. But the fact of the matter is, these clubs have got more scale, more fan base, and they're going to get more votes. So I don't think Bolly's going to win. Maybe Nuno, I think he's in with the shouts, but he's in the same company as well. Jurgen Klopp, Pep Guardiola, and Unai Emery. So they aren't 3 bad managers themselves. So, but it just speaks volumes of the work that Wolves have been doing over the last few weeks. And of course, Matt Doherty, PFA Player of the Month award nomination too. So just goes to show fantastic work being done down at Molineux.
Yeah, he doesn't get to the byline enough, that Matt Doherty. Obviously, Wolves now have a task of a game this weekend as well, away at Crystal Palace. Wilfried Zaha probably the one man which they will really be focusing on. But on the whole, I think Palace probably fear Wolves a little bit more than Wolves fear Palace.
Yeah, Palace haven't really performed at Selhurst Park so far this season, and if Zaha is an unsung, then Palace aren't unsung. That tends to be the theme. He's their key man, he is their star man. There has been a bit of a, Zaha's been quite vocal about his unfair treatments from referees so far this season. He feels like he'd have to get his leg broken, he said, for a player to be sent off. And I wrote a column on that a few weeks back, that he's actually increased the target on his back by coming out with those things. Fair play for him to stand it up and making his feelings known, but he's actually made himself more of a target for defenders. That being said, I don't think Wolves defenders are necessarily going to take that approach, because Wolves, they like to let their football do the talking. They're not really the kind of, hit them hard. I mean, they do hold their own, but they're not dirty. They want to play in the right way. So in that sense, Zaha might, have a bit of joy there, but he's going to be whatever flank he's on. He's either against Doherty, who is fresh off this, PFA nomination and has been fantastic over recent weeks, and then Johnny on the other side, who is, arguably at the peak point of his career so far on the back of his Spain call-up. So either side he lines up on, he likes to drift either side. He's going to have a tough test. It's not going to be an easy ride for Zaha, even though he probably won't get kicked from pillar to post as much as he usually is. But yeah, he's their key player. I mean, you look otherwise in that Palace squad. I mean, they've got some good players. Your Milivojevic's,
Van
Aanholt. He's a very pacey player, and I've made the point the other day that I think Traore is to be used from the bench again, because if there is anybody who could match Traore for pace from the outset, I think Van Aanholt's probably the closest you could get. So they've got some good players, but Wolves is, would you take a Moutinho over Milivojevic or over Neves? You probably would. So I think Wolves, they're matched well all over the park, but I think Wolves, if they perform as they can, they've got just that little bit extra to hopefully get the 3 points.
Should be a good one, Joe. We're looking forward to it. For all the latest on that game and Wolves in general, make sure you stay with us, expressandstyle.com.